All right. So, hello there. So, the question I'm asking today is why would you want to work with me? And the answer is basically what I'm going to share with you right now. So, I'm an integrative medical physician. So, I practice non conventional medicine. Essentially, I work with natural hormones and supplements, looking to balance things at a more deeper level than we do in conventional medicine using more natural treatments. That's called integrative medicine. It's one aspect of integrative medicine. So I do offer those services. But even within that, what sets me apart from other physicians is sort of all the other things that I consider. Um, I like to take a very holistic approach to your health. So I like to address the spiritual aspects, the emotional aspects, as well as the physical. If you've watched any of my other videos, you're familiar with the different layers of our being that are really important for our health. So when we're looking at certain symptoms, whether it's sleep issues or some type of a hormone issue or pains or moodiness, I mean, the list of hormone symptoms can be enormous. So when we're looking at symptoms, it's always good to consider all of those layers. What is creating the problem on the physical level? Is there a hormone imbalance and nutrient deficiency? Is it stress hormones? And there can be a long list of different issues contributing to that. And then, of course, addressing that physically. But then also we want to think about, well, what are the emotional factors? Okay, so often with symptoms in chronic disease or chronic symptoms, there's usually a time when it started. And it sort of slowly, gradually builds over time. Sometimes it's all of a sudden really intense, but often it's sort of slow onset over time. And there's usually something that happened in the person's life prior to the symptom, or many issues. And if I ask the person, well, what do you think are the emotional contributors to how you're feeling? They almost always have some answers. They're like, well, I think it's because of the stress in this relationship, or I'm in a toxic relationship now, or I was in one, or it's work stress, or I'm thinking a lot about my parents and I'm worried. There's always something on the person's mind that if I were to ask what they could link to their symptom, they're able to identify what that emotion is and what the circumstances are. And of course, until those thoughts and emotions are addressed, all the treatments that we do are somewhat of a Band-Aid. Good Band-Aid, and they help, but they are somewhat of a Band-Aid. So going into that emotional piece, considering, well, what are the underlying beliefs driving them to feel that way? What's allowing that thought pattern to persist? How come they can't move forward out of it? How come they feel stuck in that pattern? So that's another level that I address with them. And I find that a really exciting level because that's really where the healing comes, because then the physical treatments that I give are going to work a lot better because that deeper piece has been unhinged, it's been unpacked, it's been released. The deepest level is the spiritual connection, and I think that's also super exciting. So when we're talking about the spiritual aspect of health, it's their relationship to their own soul, the relationship to their higher self, to a higher power. Having that kind of a connection is amazing for so many ways, for so many reasons, but what it does is it can raise your vibration, raise your frequency, and what that means is you feel lighter and happier. When you understand how to access your soul, how to talk to your soul, how to connect to your higher self, how to draw divine inspiration and wisdom from the creator of all that is on a regular basis, everything in life feels better because you can draw down help, guidance, and support whenever you're going through stress. So it makes your emotional well-being better, your emotions are better, and then your physical symptoms get better. So addressing all of those layers is quite amazing. It's the best way to go when you're looking to treat symptoms, because you don't just want to treat them in a Band-Aid way, you want to go to the deep level. So that's one of my passions, and so that's what I bring to the table when I work with you. So if that type of approach is what you're looking for, what you're ready for, even if you're not quite ready or not sure what to do, but you think you might be ready soon, this type of approach is amazing. And chances are, if you found my website, you're probably already starting to think about this stuff. So it could be that we're a really good fit. Anyways, it was very nice chatting with you today. I hope you found this helpful.